Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So I'm here to talk about it. Bill Haney claiming that Gervonta Davis turned down $20 million guaranteed to face his son, Devin Haney. Now, this occurred on an Instagram Live. Bill was responding to some of the tweets that Gervonta Davis posted today. Those tweets, or actually, I think he might have been responding to Leonard Ellaby, actually, in terms of the 50,000 pay-per-view buys. But regardless, he responded with turning down $20 million guaranteed. Now, it's interesting because I was unable to see the entire Instagram Live. I don't know if they have playbacks or replays of that, but I did catch some clips of the Instagram Live on other outlets like Fight Hub and Fight Hype. And from what I could see, he never really said Tank's name, but I'm assuming he's talking about Tank in regards to the $20 million guaranteed. Now, if he is, this is where I have a challenge with Bill Haney. Number one, at what point did you have an opportunity to seriously negotiate a deal between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis? I mean, Devin just finished up his fight less than 7 days ago. Just based off of the interaction that we've seen on Twitter, clearly there hasn't been a negotiate. At most, maybe conversations have started, but getting to a point where Gervonta Davis would have turned down $20 million guaranteed. At what point? This couldn't have been in the past prior to the Ryan Garcia fight, because at that point, a fight wouldn't have generated enough to pay Gervonta Davis $20 million guaranteed. So I'm assuming that if he is talking about Tank, this would have had to have been recent. And we know coming out of the fight with Ryan, some things went on with Tank, and Devin already had plans to do other things. So I don't understand that. That's number one. Number two, the B side isn't making the A side an offer. We talked about this before in regards to, Devin Haney and Devin Haney Promotions, and really they're signed to Matchroom. Matchroom understands the way that the game is played. There's no way that Bill Haney or Devin Haney are in a position to offer Tank Davis anything. He's the A side. They're going to make an offer to him. Now, can Bill Haney and Devin Haney reach out directly to Al Heyman and team in hopes to make a fight? Absolutely. But ultimately, the offer is going to come from Tank's side and not Devin Haney's side. So to me, this feels like a whole lot of posturing coming from Bill Haney. I'm not saying this is coming from Devin, but this is certainly coming from Bill Haney. Now, this could just be to help promote the fight. I mean, man, what better way to promote your fighter than to tie his name to one of the biggest fighters in the sport currently, that is Gervonta Davis. And quite frankly, Devin is making his own name as well. Devin's name is buzzing right now. You have to admit that, regardless of who you are, whether you're a Tank Davis fan or a Devin Haney fan or a fan of any other fighter, right now in around that weight class, Devin Haney's name is buzzing. So maybe this is what Bill is trying to do. He's saying all these little catchphrases. You can't down him. You must crown him. It just feels like it's very promotional to me and not very serious. Now, one thing I also wanted to address, I saw this on Fight Hype, which was interesting. So they have a video up. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It says Gervonta Davis clowns Bill Haney and confirms turning down $20 million. It says confirmed turning down $20 million. Okay, here's the problem that I have with that. Tank never confirmed that he turned down $20 million. What they are referring to is a tweet from Gervonta Davis where he responds to this. Here's what Tank said. Well, actually, somebody called the Queens of Boxing Talk. Actually, I know who they are. They saying you turned down $20 million. Clear that shit up ASAP, because I don't know. I don't think you turning down that kind of bread. And Gervonta Davis responded with, you still listening to that old sad ninja. Bill can't even reach the ninja he need to talk to. But for sure, I'm turning down $20 million. He said, I want to repeat that. But for sure, I'm turning down $20 million. He didn't say I turned down $20 million. He said, for sure, I am turning down $20 million. He said that Bill can't even reach the person he needs to reach. So what I'm assuming he's saying is that you don't even have the contact information of the people that represent me to even offer me $20 million. But if you were to offer me $20 million guaranteed, I would turn it down. And I'm assuming he's basically saying that because I can make more money than that. That's essentially what I understood. So I'm not sure how Fight Hype got that out of that message. That's actually kind of strange to me, that they got that out of that message. But listen, man, I love this banter going back and forth between these two guys. I do believe that there's probably some smoke around these two individuals, maybe trying to possibly negotiate and make a fight at some point. Maybe next, who knows? Simply because there's a lot of talking going on, much more than I would suspect or expect out of two fighters who are not going to face each other soon, right? So when I say that, I'm saying Tank could have easily just thrown a couple of darts at Devin and just moved on, right? Devin, I haven't seen much from Devin after some of those initial tweets earlier, but Devin could have, thrown a few shots and then just kind of moved on. And it feels like we're here and we've been here for a couple of days. So maybe there is some real smoke in regards to these fights or this fight being made. But all the stuff that Bill is doing right now, in my personal opinion, and I respect Bill Haney because I like what they're trying to do. I think they're being very strategic in how they're moving, and I think it's smart. I see what they're doing, but I think what they're doing is smart. And I always admire anybody that's, being strategic and have a plan. But with that being said, I just feel like a lot of what Bill is doing right now is kind of promotional stuff through social media. That's the only thing that I can make of it, because there's absolutely no way that at this point they could have offered Gervonta Davis a fight at 20 million. Like, you're not even at a point where you would have put out 20 million at this point and, had somebody just say, okay, no, we're not. First and foremost, you got to talk about whether or not you want to make the fight. So how have you already gotten to $20 million? Like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me from Bill Haney. But again, respect due to Bill. He went at Leonard Ellerby's head. I think he's a little bit pissed about the 50,000 pay-per-view buys. That number is out there. But Eddie Hearns mentioned something that it was close to around what Lomachenko and Devin Haney did. And I thought that did somewhere in the hundreds. Let me look this up real quick. Devin Haney, let's see. Let's make sure I'm right about this. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko pay-per-view buys. So yeah, 150. And Eddie Hearn said that it did somewhere in the Lomachenko range, which is I can believe that. So, but Bill came on to respond to that. Regardless of what that fight did, Devin's still not the star that Gervonta Davis is. He's going to have to pay second fiddle in this fight. And we'll see if these two gentlemen can possibly fight. I don't know. Maybe they're going to reach out to each other and start negotiations. Still don't think the fight will actually get made, but they are. I think there's a possibility that negotiations could start. Who knows? You never know about these things. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section in regards to the comments from Bill Haney. Do you believe that Gervonta Tank Davis was offered $20 million guaranteed and turned it down? Based off what I'm reading and just logically speaking, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think it's promotional, but we'll see. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and I am